The courier has just dropped off the package. As you can see, it comes with a 3-year guarantee. It's actually 46.5 kilograms. So you need to be aware of that if you're ordering this machine. There are handholds on either side of the box to help you carry it. So that is everything that's in the box, and I've laid it out neatly so we can go through it. As you can see, this is the main unit, and this part of the handle is connected via this cable. So you have to lift the handle out with the unit. I believe it's a drive cable for the weeder itself, because this is where the cable ends. It goes all the way around and into the back here. So all this stuff around here all needs fitting onto the machine, so there's a little bit of assembly required. This is the second part of the handle. This and this are all part of the guard. The guard's there to stop stones from flying out of the machine in a certain direction, and it stops you from smashing windows and things like that. We've got the 2 wheels that obviously want attaching, some 4-stroke oil, the 9 brushes, spark plug spanner, an Allen key obviously for fitting bits and bobs, and then we've got a couple of little bracket cable clamp things there, a rubber cap, in fact 2 rubber caps. That one goes over a nut, and a sorted selection of nuts and bolts, 2 little screwed clamps there for the handle, instructions, safety instructions, and just a little note there saying that they've planted a tree because I've bought one of their machines. Now that's everything that comes in the box. Step 1 is to assemble the handle, and the instructions are pretty poor. Now the reason I say that is, this is an example. The first step is to fit this bit of the handle. Now you'll notice that it's actually got a curve in it. So you don't know whether the handle wants to go this way around, so that it's curving around this way, or this way around, so it's curving around this way. Now when you look at the instructions, you cannot tell by looking at the instructions. I went online and had a look at a video of one of these things being used, and you could just make out that it actually goes this way around, so that it's curving this way. It fits onto these 2 bolts. There are 2 on either side. There's 2 there and 2 on the other side. They're 13mm bolts, so I'll take those out on this side. And they're loose, so you can tell where they're supposed to go. I'll do the same on the other side, and then this just bolts on. So I'll get it started. There we go. So the next step is to complete assembling the handle. Now this actually slots onto this bottom section, and then there are 2 of these clamps. This slides down because it's grooved. It goes down there, so the bolt goes through all the way, and I can do the same on the other side, and then it'll hold everything in place. Then the washer, and then the knob. That's the first one done. So there's a bolt, washer, knob. There, so that's the handle fitted. It then says to attach the clutch handle with the lever pointing upwards. Now this is already attached to the handle, but it's loose, so I'm assuming we've got to tighten that, and it looks like we use the Allen key that came with the fixtures and fittings to do that, because there is a little Allen screw here. So I'm just going to tighten that. That's still got a little bit of turn in it, but it's nice and stiff. I don't think there's any issues with that. I'm going to leave that as it is. So if you look at the wheel, you can see we've got a moulded front on there. If I turn it around the other way, you can see that it's not moulded. So the wheel obviously goes this way, and when you look at the instructions, it says that the washer goes on first, the wheel slots on, and then we've got the nut to tighten, a 15mm socket, and again, I'm not going to tighten that too much. That looks okay. Same on the other side. So So the washer first, the wheel and the nut. There we go, so that's the wheels on. So the next step is to mount the throttle. Now you'll see that there is a nut, a washer and a bolt going through there. So hopefully you can see that there are two holes in the handle there. The bolt in the throttle goes through the top one. With the lever pointing forwards, the bolt goes through the handle, then the throttle slides onto the bolt, the washer and the nut. And that's what the assembly looks like on this side. So I'll tighten that up. 10mm. There, that's fine. So that's the throttle fitted. There are two of these plastic clips and they're not mentioned anywhere, but it's obvious that they're actually to keep the cables tidy. So I'm going to just clip one on there, and then I think I'll clip one a little bit further down. I've sorted out the rest of the fixtures and fittings, and you can see we've got 8 small bolts with washers and nuts, and we've got 2 larger ones. So we've got to assemble the guard now. The first thing that we've got to do is to attach this little post. To do that we need the 2 longer nuts and bolts and this, and you'll see there's a hole milled in there for the post to go in. It goes up, through, and then the bolt goes through from the outside. I'll just screw the nuts on hand tight, and then I'll turn it round so you can see what it looks like. 10mm again, so I'll nip these up. So as you can see, the post is there, there's a short edge, there's a long edge, and there's a long edge there. This is how this plastic is orientated, and it uses the 8 smaller nuts and bolts. So I'm going to fix that now. It's worth pointing out that the instructions don't tell you whether the plastic goes on the outside or the inside and which way the bolts and the washers and the nuts go. So I'm going to put the washer onto the bolt and the bolt through the plastic and the guard from the outside, like so, and fit the nut. Now all I'm going to do at the moment is do everything hand tight so that it's fairly quick and I get everything on. Actually, I've decided to show you the best way to do this is to get the bolt and the washer, put the washer on the bolt and then actually slide it through the hole in the plastic like so, and then line it up with a hole on the guard and put the nut on. It's far easier doing it that way than to try and push it all through at once. There, so what I'm going to do now is tighten those up, and I'll do the first one, and I'm going to be careful when I tighten it that I don't over tighten it because I don't want to damage the plastic. And these are lock nuts, so it doesn't need to be too tight. There's one, there's 2, so I'll just finish them off. This bracket is what the guard bolts onto. Now you'll see we've got 2 studs there for it to fix onto. Looking at the instructions, it's orientated like this, so it comes out and bends forward. Nuts on. 15mm. There. The guard just slots in here, so this one's slackening off, and then the guard goes in. You can slide it up and down and then just tighten it up like so. So next we have to fit the 9 brushes. You'll see there are 3 holes in each facet there, and it's a hexagon, so there are 6 sides. On the first one I'm going to screw this brush into the center. You can see that the brush itself is designed to take a spanner, and that is a 22mm spanner. The bolt at the top takes a 17mm spanner. So undo the bolt and the washer, push it into the center of this facet, and I'll hand tighten it like so. Then I'll get my 17mm spanner on it, and there, that's the first one. On this side and this side now we want 2 on the outside, so it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's how they're fitted. Okay, so that's done, and as you can see it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I've double checked them to make sure they're all tight. That leaves me with 2 things. There's like a cap for the end of what looks like a tube, and then there's a little cap there that's designed to fit over a nut or a bolt. I'm pretty sure the small one is for the accelerator cable. And yes, that fits over the accelerator cable. So the cap is a spare for this spindle here. Now, unfortunately, I never filmed this. I've just moved this assembly up because it's obviously everything's brand new. So it's actually wants to be towards the top, because this is how you adjust the height of the brush. So you slacken off these 2 Allen screws here with the Allen key that's provided, and as you can see the brush moves up and down the spindle. I've pushed it all the way to the top and I'm going to tighten it there, and obviously as the brush wears down you can move this down the spindle so that it actually gets closer to the floor when the brushes wear out. There. So I'm going to leave that as far up as it'll go. I can always adjust it if it's not right. The next thing to do is to mount the start cord in this holder here. Now there's a little knot tied in the starter there, and if you pull, the knot just pulls out. That's how it comes shipped. So I'm going to slowly pull it out, and then it's just a case of getting some slack, pull it down over the inside edge of that, and then just round like that. So as far as I can tell, that's all the assembly that's required. Now remember, it came with some 4-stroke oil. It's 600 millilitres of 4-stroke oil it's come with inside the box. There is no oil in the engine. It says engine shipped without oil and fuel. Specifications: oil capacity and oil type 600 millilitres. So this is exactly the right amount for the engine. So what I'm going to do now is actually fill the oil up. I'll just make sure, looking at the dipstick, that there's no oil in there. No, it's empty. So the oil is empty. Here we go. Right, so I'll check the oil. It's had time to run down now. It's saying it's about, I don't know, half full. Obviously needs more than 600 millilitres, but that's okay. Half full's good enough for me. Fill up the oil. I'll put petrol in it. Hopefully you can see now why I've bought this machine, because we've got moss everywhere. I am actually going to use it now. I'm just going to make sure it runs, and then I'm going to call it a day for this video. So I need to push the accelerator up to run, which is fully forward. Make sure that this lever is upwards, because that will stop the brush from rotating. On the front of the machine there's a bulb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It says 4 to 6, so I'll do it for 6, so I think it's 3 to 6. So that's 6. Let's see what happens. That is the unboxing and assembly video finished. I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching, and please take care.